What is up, guys? John here. So I'm happy to say that we are in the Ram again. I know for those of you that have been following along, it's been a little bit of time since we've been back in it, but we are officially back in it and back on schedule with all of those mods and upgrades and whatnot. But today's video, I wanted to basically just discuss the HEMI engine, specifically the 5.7 liter that comes in a lot of these 1500s. I have quite a bit of experience with them. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert by any means, but as far as just owning these trucks and how long they actually last for. So basically I've had a 2005, it's actually my old man's truck, but it's a Canadian truck, so it was actually in kilometers. So that truck, it has 700,000 kilometers on it. It's a 2005 1500 4x4 Laramie. We did a lot of traveling and stuff, and I was doing a lot of competitive racing, and so we just clocked on a ton of mileage and a ton of hard miles on that. We were pulling a 24-foot trailer, fully loaded, car hauler, enclosed, and that thing weighed quite a bit. So we put a ton of abuse on that, and so much abuse that we actually cracked the rear axle, and we had to add more leaf springs just to handle the load of that trailer. So that thing was, got worked hard. But yeah, it ended up going, the first engine lasted 200,000 kilometers, which I guess I'm just doing my little conversion for you guys here. So 200,000 kilometers is about 124,000 miles. So just using this simple little converter. So 124,000 miles that first engine lasted, but the engine didn't fail. What happened is he took it for an oil change at Walmart. Don't ever do that. But he happened to take it to Walmart. They forgot to tighten the drain bolt. Drain bolt fell out, and the engine basically seized on the highway. Walmart covered a brand new engine, and yeah, we kept going. So that truck is still running today, and it went from 200,000 kilometers to 700,000 kilometers. So now it has a total of around 700,000. So that second motor, which was a used low mileage motor that he got from the wrecker or whatnot, that one has 500,000 kilometers on it, which again, if I do my conversion here, 500,000 kilometers is 310,000 miles. So that's how much mileage that 2005 5.7 liter Hemi has on it today. Still runs great, no major issues, surprisingly. It doesn't blow a bunch of smoke. You don't have to be like adding a ton of oil. So that thing is still working, and that's the experience on the third gen Ram. Then I had a 2009 5.7 liter Hemi, and when I bought it, it had 200,000 kilometers on it. So again, using my little calculator here, just so we get everybody on the same track. So it had 200,000 kilometers on it, 124,000 miles. So that truck, when I bought it, had that many kilometers of miles on it, and I owned it for about, I think I sold it with around 275,000 kilometers on it. So again, using this calculator, which is 170,000 miles. So that truck, again, no issues other than the exhaust manifold bolts snapping, which is typical for pretty much all these trucks. Other than having to replace those once, that truck was solid. I didn't have any issues, no burning oil, no mechanical issues, nothing of that nature. So that was that truck. And then that leads me into today, which is this truck. So for those of you guys that don't know, might be stopping by, this is the truck. It's a 2014 that we've been modding on the channel. Fully loaded sport, basically. Love this truck. I'll talk more about it in another video, and I have in some other videos, but sport model, fully loaded, power electric folding mirrors, it's got 24-inch rims on it, yada yada. But I want to get into this because some people were asking, kind of noticed it before. So this truck has, I don't know if you guys can see it here, has 105,000 miles on this truck. So again, considered high mileage for 2014. If you want to convert that, we'll use my handy dandy converter for those of you guys that are in kilometers and might be watching this channel. 105,000 miles is 168,000 kilometers. So this truck has high mileage, and I've owned it for about a year now. I bought it secondhand from a certified dealer, but the reason why I bought this truck is because I wasn't scared of the mileage, because again, I've had history of owning these trucks with high miles and never had any issues. So I haven't had any issues, so I just kind of want to make this video to say that the 5.7 liter Hemi, in my experience, has been a very reliable vehicle. Never left me stranded or anything like that, and I haven't had any major, knock on wood, any major mechanical issues with these trucks and these engines. So That's my experience. I will note though that a lot of people have had issues with the 2011, I believe, model. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's around that year range where they were having some issues with, I think, the camshaft and the lifters or something failing along that nature, where basically I think the lifter drops and then you lose compression, and you end up having to change a bunch of stuff in the top end. So I guess there was maybe some quality control issues in that specific year, so keep an eye out for that. But as far as this 2014, as far as my 2009 or the 2005 5.7 liter Hemi, it's been nothing but good trucks. I haven't really mentioned it too much as well, but I also have a 2005 Ram SRT10 with the V10 8.3 liter Viper engine. So I haven't shown that on this channel. I'm kind of just focusing on this truck, and we got a bunch of vehicles on here, so eventually we'll probably feature that truck on this channel, but for now these are the vehicles. So let me know what your guys' experience is on the 5.7 liter Hemi, what kind of mileage you guys have, and if you've had any major issues. This one has the 8-speed ZF transmission, no transmission issues either. Didn't have any transmission issues with the 2009 with the 5-speed in it, and also the 2005 we didn't have any transmission issues on that either. So we've been lucky. I also had a Dakota 2000 Dakota Sport, just a V6 in it, but never had any major issues with that. I had a little bit of transmission issues with that, but that was typical of the older Dodge stuff where you had to replace some seals in the transmission, in the valve body, but once it changed out those, it was fine. But let me know what your guys' opinions are and your experiences are with these Dodge vehicles, and maybe the 5.7 or any other engines that you want to mention, and we'll get a discussion going in the comments below, and let me know what your guys' thoughts are. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, check out some of the other videos that we have on the channel if you haven't already, because we're going to be doing a lot more stuff and a lot more content coming, all sorts of car, truck, that kind of stuff as well. But if you like this video, also feel free to share it if you want, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.